This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by TidalHealth.
You may not be aware, but November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Being proactive and prepared can be your strongest defense against lung cancer.
It's about taking control of your health, making informed decisions, and being ready to face any challenges that come your way, which is why we are so happy to welcome Dina Cook, an advocate for Lung Cancer Awareness Month, along with Lisa Schertzinger, an oncology nurse navigator with TidalHealth. Thank you both for being here this afternoon. Dina,
Thank you for inviting me.
I heard your story. You've come back year after year, and I'm always so happy to see you because you're a survivor.
Yes.
But for those who haven't heard the story, tell us about your journey.
It started in 2011, actually. I had a bout of bronchitis, which I typically would get. I was keeping my husband up, coughing. He dragged me to my primary care doctor to get medicine. You know, she needs cough medicine. Dr. Tim wanted to check to make sure I didn't have pneumonia. So he prescribed antibiotics. I had a chest x-ray, and the bronchitis went away, so I was feeling better, but they did find something on the lung that shouldn't be there. So I didn't fit the profile. I had used tobacco 25 years earlier, was kind of a social smoker, so they really weren't looking for lung cancer in my lung. But long story short, in July of 2012, a surgeon at PRMC thought, well, we just need to get it out. So they did an exploratory surgery, found out that the tumor in my lower left lobe was malignant, took it out, and my husband told me when I woke up that I had lung cancer. So, wow. But it was early stage. They took out, I think, every lymph node that they have in your chest to make sure, which is really good. They were all clear. So I was told come back in 6 months for a CT. So I did. Dr. Weber told me to get a CT. I came back in December of 2012. And there was another spot in my upper, which had been there but was kind of undetected. So long story short, in April, 9 months after my first surgery, I had my second surgery, full thoracotomy, used the same scar, and it was another primary. So I had 2 different mutations, 2 different primary lung cancers, and basically at the same time. And Lisa and I were talking about that. I feel I'm lucky because they were not discovered at the same time back in 2012, because the protocol would have been I would not have been able to have surgery. Because that was the protocol. It would have been stage 4. And things are changing slowly, but at that day and age, I probably wouldn't have had surgery, which could have changed my story dramatically. So.
Well, we're glad you're doing well.
Well, thank you. Yes.
And an advocate or activist for Lung Cancer
Right.
Awareness Month.
Yeah. And why is it specifically for November? Why is it so important for people to pay attention to this month?
Well, it's important to pay attention all the time, 24/7. Lung cancer is an insidious disease. Typically, when you have symptoms, the disease has already spread. The largest percentage of lung cancers are found at stage 2 and above. You're getting the disease diagnosed at an early stage gives you a much higher percentage of living. And because of the stigma associated with the disease, we thought that the only reason you would get lung cancer is because you had a tobacco use, and that is not true. You have lungs, everybody can get lung cancer, and everybody's at risk. So, and we need to teach our government that, and we also have to end the stigma. So I work really hard with organizations to do that.
Sure. Now, Lisa, with that said, you know, talking symptoms, and anybody can get it, what are the symptoms we're looking for that could make us think we need to get checked out?
That cough that you didn't have before but now won't go away, like she said, you thought you had bronchitis, and then when we did chest x-ray, there was more coughing up blood, even a small amount, hoarseness, your voice changing, chest pain, unexplained weight loss. So there's sometimes bone pain can also be a symptom as well.
Now, what resources or organizations, websites should we go to if we'd like to find out a little bit more about lung cancer?
So you can start with TidalHealth. Start with actually your primary. The first thing is when you have a symptom, go to your primary because they know you best.
Right.
And their office right there can guide you to an oncologist. At TidalHealth, we have an oncology department, and we have cancer care coordinators, radiation oncologists, medical oncologists, social workers that can help guide you in the community. We have, we also partner with MAC, it's our adult services, and we do survivorship. In May, we do a survivorship and release of butterflies, which is a beautiful event. We also have the American Cancer Society. Now with COVID, their office is remote, but we do have phone numbers and websites that will guide you, and we have handouts we can give you on that. And we have the Lung Force with the Lung Association, and dear to my heart, I love the Lung Force in that they actually have research that goes to women and women who have experienced cancer, because our symptoms can be very different than a man's, a little bit different.
Okay. All right. Lisa and Dina, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate you coming in and letting people know there's hope and to be on the lookout.
Right, and we have that event coming. We have the lung screening event on November the 18th, where it's a free event. Call the Cancer and register with Scott, and then we will have Lauren, our cancer organizer. She'll be able to call you, our nurse practitioner, to set you up.
Sounds wonderful. We'll have that information on our website so folks can make that call. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.